Okay, let's go to the phones. Sella is on the line from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Sella, what's your question for Adriel?
Yes, thanks, Pastor. I don't know how spooky this is, but I just kind of want the more chronological aspect of it. In Genesis, when God created the earth, the first day, second day, and then the snake, the serpent, tempted Adam and Eve. So I'm kind of wondering, when did the casting out of the whole, when God, I heard, presented to the angels that human beings or Jesus was going to be his children, and then the devil Lucifer started turning into the devil because he defied him, and then he got kicked out. When did that, or where in the Bible can you refer me to read more on that part, and when did that happen? Before Earth was created, or?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we don't have a super clear timeline. We know obviously that it had to be after creation that the evil one fell, because the evil one, Satan, is a created being. And so when Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 says, "In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth," I understand that heavens there isn't just a reference to the skies above, but also to the heavenly hosts. That is the angels, because in places like the book of Nehemiah, in Nehemiah chapter 9, verse 6, we read, "You are the Lord, you alone, you have made heaven, the heaven of heavens, with all their hosts, the earth and all that is on it, the seas and all that is in them." In other words, it's not just the stars, but the angelic beings. And so God, the Creator, made all things, including the angels. The angels are created beings, and Satan fell. Now, a good place to go when thinking about the fall of the evil one is the book of Isaiah, in Isaiah chapter 14, where you have an oracle against the haughty king of Babylon. But later in the New Testament, it's applied to Satan. Jesus says, "I saw Satan fall from heaven," in Luke chapter 10, verse 18. And there we're told about why he fell, or how he fell. It was through pride, the sin of pride, wanting to ascend and be like God. But again, we're not giving Sella a real clear picture as to the timeline exactly. We just know that it had to happen post-creation, because he's a created being, but prior to that scene in the garden where Adam and Eve were tempted. And so I think that's as much as we know, but in terms of the specifics, the Bible doesn't tell us. And so appreciate your question. Hopefully those are some of the texts you're going to want to consult. I mentioned Genesis 1, Nehemiah 9, and Isaiah chapter 14. God bless.